We have completed our floor plan, and we have used now a number of different tools to look at how to do preliminary space planning. We've gone ahead and used mass elements for developing a block plan. We've used room elements for developing our data by room. The next thing that we're going to look at is creating areas. What if you wanted to do calculations or studies on a group of rooms, like all the offices, all the conference areas, maybe all the workstations of a certain size? The area tool can help you achieve that. So you can look at and analyze information based on another set of criteria, which is called area. Area is a little bit more process-driven than the other tools. If you look up here on the Architecture tab, you're going to notice that on the Room and Area panel, there are a number of icons that make up the Area tool. We have to kind of do this sequentially. There's no way that you can jump around in this. So one of the first things that you're going to wind up doing is using the top one here first. And what you're going to do is create what's called an area plan. When you click on an area plan, you're going to get this dialog box that's going to ask you what type of aerial plan that you want. There's actually two. One's called gross building and the other one is called rentable. Let's take a look at what some of the definitions are. Gross building is the total to the exterior face of the building. In other words, it's the outside face. So when you look at gross building calculations, that's what we're looking at. Rentable, which we'll look a little bit further down the road here, has 6 different definitions. So we have to take a look at that a little bit as well. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a new area plan, and we're going to do gross building because that's the easiest one to do. Then we're going to come in here and click on first floor and then press OK. Now you're going to see here a little note says automatically create the boundary lines. You want to do this because it's a lot faster than going around and actually outlining the building. And you're going to see some changes that happen right away. Number one, we have a different view. And if you come down and look at the project browser here, you're going to see that there is actually a new heading, which is called Area Plans. And if you click on the plus, you're going to see first floor. That's the view that we're currently in. So we went basically from a floor plan view down to an area plan view, which is now called gross building. The other thing that you'll see here is that the actual outline of the building has been calculated with a purpley kind of blue line. So that's basically what happens when you make a gross plan. Rentable definitions, because we're going to make a rentable plan next, has 6 different types that you can do. There's 6 definitions. One is called building common area, which usually is applied to lobbies, lounges, and vending areas. You also have one that's called office area, where you can use it for tenant, housing personnel, and furniture. There's also one for external walls, which is called exterior area. And then the last grouping here is floor area, which is for washrooms, electrical rooms, penetration areas like stairwells and elevator shafts, and then storage areas for retail occupancy. So we have a number of different definitions. Now you can mix and match these using that in your rentable plan. Let's go back to the first floor on the project browser, and we're going to create a rentable plan. So in this case, we'll come up to area and pick up area plan. In this case, it's going to be rentable, and we will do first floor and press OK. Now again, we will go along with what they ask us to do here. And you'll notice that in this case, the plan shows to the inside of the exterior wall, which is where we want it. The other thing that happens here is that we've now created, again, another category for area plans, which is called first floor. So if you look at what we have here, we have area plans, gross building, and then area plans, rentable. And right now we're on the first floor view. So what we've done is we've done the first portion of the process of creating area calculations. We have created 2 plans here. One is called gross building, which is to the exterior wall, and then another one which is rentable to the interior wall. So we're ready to go ahead and do some other operations.